Balance vibrations. It's Mystic Mommy, aka the Ebony Empress. You already know. Period. Period. Baby, I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. Baby, I wanna tell you. This is as far as it goes. Are you sure about it? It's actually not as far as it goes. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what's the best angle. And what's the best angle for the lighting and everything for Yoga Flow today? This doesn't look too bad, but I just want good lighting. I feel like the lighting's actually better this way. Even with the light behind me. Okay. So maybe scoot it back like that. Something like that. Alright. Yoga Flow with Nico. Nico Marie. Don't get it twisted. I do it with my remote. For the TV. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so the plan is to smoke a little bit, stretch a little bit, work out, and then we're gonna close this out so I can get in the shower. And yeah, that's the plan. So if you guys want to hang out, let me know. Feel free. I wonder what this does if I turn this light out. Does that make the lighting better? Kind of. In a way. Oh, I need to get some coffee too. I forgot I wanted coffee. That sounds like a cool yoga set to do. You guys can come with me and get coffee in my kitchen. It's a little messy in there, but listen, nobody's perfect, okay? Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be doing a yoga flow this morning. I just wanted to get some coffee before we got started. I do love caffeine and cannabis. Those are my drugs of choice, if you consider weed a drug, which I don't really. I was just joking, but you know what I'm saying. Baby, baby, I just wanna dance, I just wanna dance. Baby, I'm Ooh, I need ice. Ice. Oh my god, why is it so hard to get these things out? We're about to break our ice tray trying to get ice. Makes no sense. I need better ice trays. I used to have some nice ones. I don't know what happened to them. Honestly. But we gotta bring those We gotta bring it back, bring it back. What's up, y'all? I'm about to get to the yoga. I just need a little bit of coffee first, you know? Coffee and cannabis. Those are my favorite double C's. Baby, I'm such a nice day outside. I found a really cool yoga flow we're gonna do. It's a brand new. I'm very excited. Hello, salutations, Grand Rising. I am breaking up weed by hand, yes. I know it's old-fashioned, but it's kind of the only way to do it if you want to roll a blunt. The weed just becomes way too fine with a grinder, so definitely not my ideal solution. I encourage you guys to break out your weed and have a wake and bake with me, if you'd like. If not, that's okay too. No worries. I'll try to be quick though, because I don't plan on smoking like a whole blunt or anything. I just want to be a little bit elevated before I start my yoga. Makes for a really beautiful, relaxing yoga and breathwork experience. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. Hope you guys are feeling good after the full moon energy passing us by. This was a big full moon. I feel like more people should have been talking about it. I don't even know which full moon it was. I just know energetically for me it was a big full moon. A lot of stuff happened over the last week. Very pivotal moments. And yeah, just happy to see some things come to fruition. Happy to see some things finally come to light. And it was a completion. It was a completion of a cycle. So I don't know if you guys feel that way or if you feel differently about the full moon, but feel free to let me know in the chat what the full moon energy was giving for you this time around. I know for me personally, universe was definitely speaking to me over the last week, and it's been very interesting, kind of just like following the breadcrumbs that the universe leaves and trying to make sense of it. I had like a weird revelatory situation where I noticed I was experiencing synchronicities, or symbols that came in like a pattern, a reoccurring theme of sorts, you could say. And all of those things started to fall away this week. And I've just been trying to listen to the universe and follow along, because I can tell when it's trying to tell me something, but I don't always know right offhand what it's trying to relay, you know, the message specifically. But yeah, the message was regarding butterflies. And I thought that this theme or motif surrounding butterflies was like a positive thing. And not to say that it's not a positive thing, but you know, everything has a positive and negative side. So, depending on the way your cards are dealt, you know, one particular symbol or theme or energy, it has two flips, like two sides of a coin. So, you really just gotta watch, you know, because it could go either way. Does that make sense? And, you know, at first I really thought that it was like a positive sign for me in this case. But it turns out that it was more of a recurring toxic cycle that I kind of stopped before it had gone too far, which is important to note. You know, if you ever find yourself seeing similar signs, similar patterns, something that is triggering you and you're not quite sure why, or something that reminds you of your past and it's like not something good, definitely want to listen to your body, definitely want to listen to the universe. Be quiet and still enough to pick up on those messages. And it's really hard nowadays with the phones and everything. But I've been feeling a lot more aligned. So I think the messages are coming in more clearly now and even faster. Like, yeah. So, yeah, if you guys ever experience anything like that before, like, don't ignore it. Don't ignore the signs. Trust the universe. And, yeah. That's all I really have to say regarding that. But I hope that helps somebody. You know, for those of you that are waiting for your next sign or confirmation from the universe, definitely let this be a confirmation for you if you're looking for one. And yeah, I appreciate you guys just listening. Really. I have a really cool yoga that I'm gonna play for us in a second here. Oops. That's not the one I wanted to play. But Nico Marie, she has a new video. So I have a new yoga flow that I want to try today. I want to invite you guys to join me if you're interested. If you feel like your body needs a stretch, if you feel like you need to tune or tap back into yourself, a good way to tap back into self is through yoga. And it really helps you quiet your mind and really just focus in to be able to listen to your body for once and really just connect and commune with your body. Like, even on a molecular level, like these movements that we do, the tensions that are like bottled up, stuck, stagnant, as you're breathing and stretching your limbs in these different ways and forms, you really start to notice parts of yourself that you usually kind of ignore on a regular basis. And that's really important to note, I think. But yeah, really appreciate you guys just being here, choosing mindfulness today. I love that for you guys. Choosing mindfulness, choosing oneness. A lot of times we feel separate from like our mind and our body. Our spirit is supposedly something else. Nature is something else entirely. And that's really not it. You know, we're very much so interconnected. Me and you, us and nature, us, our bodies, our minds, our spirits. And yoga is a really beautiful way to kind of realign yourself with yourself and to just really connect inside, like to go inward. We're so constantly overwhelmed and focused on the external world, and we completely forget about our internal world and the fact that everything that we do and experience is an emanation of what we have going on inside. So if you're feeling like life feels strange and foreign and scary and unprecedented, maybe you should sit down with yourself. You know what I mean? So that's really all I feel called to say right at this very moment. I hope that message lands for someone out there. Really appreciate you guys joining today, watching if you're late. And yeah, we're about to get started here. Excuse me, just a lighter. But yeah, like the full moon is supposed to really represent like a completion of something. I know that there is some things I still am working to complete. Maybe you have some things you're still working to complete. You know, full moon energy kind of lingers for a day or two before and after. So you still have time, and you still have the support of the cosmos, you know, behind you to focus and really complete whatever that is that's important to you. It doesn't have to be something physical or tangible. It could be something mental or emotional. It could be something molecular, something going on in your body. It could be anything, really. It could be something just energetically, like in your emotions, in your auric field. It could be your environment. Maybe you just need to clean your house and you just want to get it finished. I know me personally, I do. There's a lot of things that are just like unfinished business. That's kind of like what the full moon is about, is to like really finish those things and make sure you don't have any loose ends or ties, so you can move forward, start new. This particular yoga flow we're about to do is going to be related to like self-love and things like that. So very healing, very personal work that we're doing today. I just got finished with a big project that we had. We had a big event this past weekend, me and my cannabis media team, and we finished it. We got through it. We accomplished what we came to accomplish, and yeah, we can move forward from that and enjoy the fruits of our labor. So that's nice. And I think that's the biggest thing that I can kind of take away from this particular full moon. Although it was very tumultuous, like it was hard work. We were up late, you know, had to socialize a lot, had to shake a lot of hands, you know, and just follow a lot of directions and make sure everything was on point. But we did finish what we started, and that's what's important. So that's what the full moon is about. So if you have something that you finished recently, you know, you can really revel in that during the full moon and kind of prepare yourself or envision what your next step is, what your next goal is that you want to achieve and tackle, and just be grateful for the things that we can do. So don't be so hard on yourself, you know? You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. It's over. It's done. You're moving up in life. I love that for you. I see you. And I appreciate you. If no one else has told you, I think you're doing a great job. So those are the vibes. Those are the vibes today. I appreciate the like. Thank you so much. If you really love this live, please, I encourage you to stay and check out the yoga flow we're about to get into. If you have a yoga mat, please feel free to lay it out, get comfy with us. We're about to get started here shortly. If you have some plant meds, feel free to partake with me as well. And, you know, it's not like morning anymore, but if this is your wake and bake, I love to be a part of your wake and bake, and thank you for joining me on mine. And yeah, it's good to, you know, just take time first thing in the morning to be mindful and intentional about yourself, about your day, your plans, your goals. And it's okay. It's okay to sit. It's okay to sit. We're like always so bogged down with a to-do list and time and deadlines, but those are all man-made things. And what about us? Like, what about us and our natural rhythm, our natural flow? What about our homeostasis? You can't forget about those things. You gotta keep that in mind as well. So I encourage you to take inventory of yourself, your body, your mental state, your emotional state, your environment, your atmosphere, what you've been listening to, what you've been watching, what you're subscribed to, you know? Take inventory of those things. Plan ahead. Today's Thursday, so it's like the middle of the week, but you can get started on planning, you know, your trajectory for next week. You can get a head start on that. Don't wait until Sunday. Be mindful about it, be intentional about it. And I'm preaching to myself, really. I appreciate you if you're here to heed my words also. If it resonates for you, I love that. And I appreciate you being here, part of this timeline, part of our ascension. And yeah. I've been wanting to do a kind of like a virtual book club with you guys on here, but about like different ancient texts, about spirituality, philosophy, the universe, those kind of things. I want to explore those things with you guys and kind of pick those pieces apart in real time together. I think that would be so much fun. So if you want to be a part of my book club, definitely let me know in the comments. Leave a comment. Let me know what book you want to study. We're in the middle of a book already. I started a series that I'm going to finish. I'm making an intention to finish this series that I started a couple years ago. With this book that I was reading. And thankfully this book is on the public domain. This book can be found publicly for free online in the public domain, archives or whatever. So that means I can read it word for word to you aloud on YouTube, for example, where I'm going to be doing this. And I'll have no copyright issues because it's available to the public, which just means that like the copyright on it has expired and it was never like renewed or whatever. So it's not like a copywritten book anymore. There's no copyright infringements that can be done because this is open knowledge to the world. So that's kind of sick, actually. In this book itself, it doesn't have any like copyright info in the book itself. So that's how you know for sure that this particular book is a public domain text. So anyways, we're going to be reading the Kybalion. We've already started. I've already done the introduction, and I believe I did chapter 1. I believe I did the introduction and chapter 1, which is the Hermetic philosophy. Don't quote me. You'll have to go back onto my channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got notifications on. Go to my playlist and you'll find a Coffee and Kybalion series. I believe it's called Coffee and the Kybalion, where I'm reading this text and I'm actually interpreting the text as well for you guys. This is the Kybalion by the 3 Initiates. You can find this book for free online in the public domain. so that you can follow along with me when we get started. But I want to do it on Sundays, like one Sunday a month. We get together live to read the next section. So I'm trying to figure out what Sunday makes the most sense. The last Sunday of the month, the first Sunday of the month. If you guys have a preference, let me know. But we can get started as soon as this Sunday because I don't plan on doing anything this Sunday. So we can sit down and have a little book club time. Little bedtime stories with me. So, looking forward to that. Aside from that, though, we're going to get started with the yoga. I'm going to hit my blunt one more time because it's just calling me. Y'all let me know if y'all miss our meditations together because we can totally start those back up. If you felt like those were helpful, I like to do like a multi-elemental meditation is what I was calling it, because we are using all of the elements: water, air, fire, earth. Which I feel like is a lot more aligning and effective for just not only for grounding but also for enlightening yourself. And so I think it's just equally a very balanced therapy for yourself that you can do. All you need is your body. You will need some plant meds, or you can use sage. Sage or plant meds. You'll need water. You'll need a lighter, some sort of fire source, and the air's all around us, so no worries about that. Fire, earth, water, air. And then there's ether as well. And the ether is the ether is everywhere, just like the air. And that's the spiritual element, right? Very similar to fire and air, but different. So, yeah, I would love to do those again with you guys if that's something you're interested in. Oh, but it feels like it's about that time to stretch, you guys. So, hope you're ready for this yoga flow. With my favorite yogi, Nico Marie. Make sure you guys check out Nico. Her YouTube channel is Yoga with Nico, I think. No, I apologize. It's Black Yogi Nico Marie. But her Instagram is Yoga with Nico.
Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video is a love frequency flow. We are doing a flow to a 528 hertz solfeggio frequency song. This song is produced by me, and you can find it on Bandcamp, and I also have a 3-hour video here on YouTube. I will link them below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position with our hands at heart center, the Anjali Mudra. And you can just close your eyes or lower your gaze to the floor. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. The second deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. exhale out the mouth. And come back to the natural breath. See if you can find a steady breath in and out of the nose to use if you're able. Take another inhale. Exhale, we'll make our way up to hands and knees. And we'll do a cat-cow, child flow. Just take an inhale, arch the spine, lift the chin, flip the tailbone up and away. Exhale, round the spine, and then start to press the hips back towards the heels. Good. Inhale, come forward, arch the spine, lift the chin. Exhale, round, float back. It's a child's pose. Good. Inhale, forward, arch. Exhale, round, float back. Good. Come back to a neutral position. We'll extend the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm upward. Bring it behind the left arm. Right ear, right shoulder, come down to the ground. Good. We'll find a flow here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up again. Exhale down. Inhale.
Turkey guys a little bit more.
Arch the spine, lift the chin. Exhale, round, float back. It's a child's pose. Inhale, forward, arch. Exhale, round, float back. Good. Come back to a neutral position. We'll extend the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm upward. Bring it behind the left arm. Right ear, right shoulder, come down to the ground. Good. We'll find a flow here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up again. Exhale down. And we'll stay here for a second. You can keep the left arm, left hand planted on the ground, or you can bend that left arm behind your back if you want to open up a little bit more on that left side. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that left hand down. Press back up to a table position. Let's do the other side. So extend that left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm upward. Bring it behind the right. Left ear, left shoulder, come down to the ground. Good. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Extend that left arm up. Exhale down. Left ear, left shoulder, rest on the ground. You can keep that right hand planted on that ground or bend the right arm behind your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that right hand back down to the ground. Press back up to a table position. We'll tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up and back for down dog. Pressing the chest towards the thighs and the heels towards the ground. Really elongating through those shoulders, trying to get as flat of a back as you can. So feel free to bend your knees here. Your legs don't have to be straight and your heels don't have to touch the ground. Good. From here, we'll take an inhale, extend this right leg back and bend at the right knee for three-leg dog. Exhale, start to flip your dog. So bringing those right toes over to the left side of your mat and extend this right arm up and back for Karasana, wild baby. So left leg is straight, right knee is bent with those toes resting on the ground. Right arm reaching up and back. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down, extend the right arm forward. Good. Inhale, wild baby again. Exhale, lower. And one more time, inhale. Exhale, lower. Good. We'll take an inhale, extend back. And just bring that right hand down to the ground and step that right foot up in between the hands. Lower that left knee down. Sweep the arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. If you'd like a little more, you can let your hands meet and find a small back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the front foot. Step that right foot back. Come into a table position. Lower your chest and your chin down to the ground. Inhale. Lower your belly and lift your chest for cobra. Exhale, lower back down. We'll press back to hands and knees. Tucking those toes under. Lifting those hips up and back for down dog. Good. Do that on the other side. Take an inhale, extend that left leg back. Bend that left knee for three-leg dog. Flip your dog, let those left toes come over to the right side of your mat. Extend this left arm up and back, wild thing, Karasana. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hips down, extend that left arm forward. Good. Inhale. Wild thing. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, reach one last time. Exhale, left hand comes down. Step this left foot up in between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Sweep the arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Hands can meet if you want a little more and find a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the front foot. Step that left foot back. We'll lower chest and chin down to the ground. Good. Inhale, cobra, so lowering the belly, opening the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Press back to table. Tuck those toes under. Lift those hips up and back. Come back to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down. Bring the big toes wide. Or bring the knees wide. Bring the big toes together. Come to Balasana, child's pose. Extend the arms forward. Let the heart down. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Make your way down to a seat. And then we'll come down to our back. However you get there is fine. Just hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And we'll release the knees. Bring the feet flat on the ground. And then rest your hands down on the ground, palms facing down. Walk those heels back until you feel the heels graze the fingertips. We'll press the lower back into the ground and then we'll start to lift the hips for Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. If you like, you can interlace your fingers and roll those shoulders underneath you a bit. Good. Press those knees towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower back down. Good. Hug those knees into the chest again. Rocking side to side. Take a big inhale, squeeze yourself into a ball. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release to Shavasana. Feet reach towards the bottom corners of your mat. Arms rest at your sides, palms facing upward. Or you can come to a seated position if you prefer to be seated. Let's come back to the breath. Deep inhale for the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Second, deep inhale for the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more deep inhale for the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Good. And return to your natural breath again. Releasing any control over the breath. And while you're here, I'll say some affirmations to you, which you can repeat silently to yourself or aloud. I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I am aligned with the frequency of abundance and good things.
I am aligned with the frequency of abundance and good things.
Love and joy flow to me consistently and effortlessly.
Love and joy flow to me consistently and effortlessly.
If you'd like to stay here longer, I invite you to pause this video now. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back into the body and back into the room. And if you're laying down, roll to your favorite side using your arm as a pillow. Taking a moment here to reflect on your practice and to extend gratitude towards yourself for this act of self-care and self-love today. inhale, make your way up to a comfortable seat once again if you're not there. And together, we'll sweep the arms up overhead, let the hands meet. Inhale. Exhale, float them down the heart center. Namaste. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me for this frequency of love and miracles flow. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. Again, the music in this video is by me. There is a 3-hour frequency video here on YouTube. It says Frequency of Miracles, Frequency of Love, and I'll link it down below. You can also listen to this track and download it and have it for yourself on Bandcamp. I'll make sure I link it down below. This shirt is from my merch shop.
We love you, Nika Marie. All right, you guys. That was a beautiful yoga flow. I learned a new position that I've never tried before called, what the fuck was it called? I want to say it was called like Wild Child or like Feral or some weird shit like that, but actually it's kind of on theme because I feel like I look like a feral child right now. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed this yoga flow. I'm gonna work out a little bit before I get in the shower, and I wish you guys all of the good things, wholeness and balanced vibrations.